All right, we're finishing up our interview with part two here um, with Ellen Santos. Or Sontos, sorry.
It's
Um,
okay.
she's going to go over uh, the water drinking and diet and some other things that you may look at and say, I can't do that. And you can. It
Yeah.
might be difficult, but you can. Go ahead, Ellen.
Yeah. So when I was upset about my second MRI before I decided to do the Coimbra Protocol, I was talking to my close friend's girlfriend and she's saying, okay, well, what's the deal? Like, what are your options here? And I told her about the Coimbra Protocol and all that entails. And she says, that sounds like a lot of work. And I said, it is a lot of work, but I'm willing to do it, you know? And
It's really not after you
it's,
get into it.
well, the thing is, the thing that I like about it is that these are all things, I mean, aside from the specific levels of the vitamins, these are all things that I want to do for my health anyway.
Exactly.
Always telling myself to remember to take my vitamins, to drink more water, and to get, to go for a walk every day.
Exercise, yes.
So this is just a way to make it more important to do those things. And
listen up, people.
It's not that bad. I mean, I bought this big old jug of water. I think if I fill up this and this every day. And I drink these both. And once in a while I get to the end of the night and I find that I didn't drink enough and I drank a bunch of water and I have to wake up and pee. It's not that big of a deal. But what I have found is that if I start drinking water first thing in the morning instead of having coffee, I'm really thirsty in the morning. And so if I am drinking, because I'll do like a big cup of tea or coffee, I put bone broth powder in it and coconut milk and it's really delicious, but it lasts for so long, especially if it's in one of those cups that doesn't get cool. It lasts for so long that I'm just sort of sipping on that thing for 2 hours. So what I've learned is to do afternoon tea like the Brits do, and instead just drink water in the morning. And I could drink 4 cups of water like nothing in the morning because I'm thirsty, So that's one thing that I've changed that's made it a lot easier. And
there's one thing I want to share with people. Gatorade has a bottle that's 28 ounces. And I used to buy a couple and chug them, and they make them so they go down real easy too. But 28 times 3 is 84. That's 2.5 liters approximately, not quite, of water. So I fill up 3 Gatorade bottles a day and I drink them. That's how I keep track. And people have different methods for keeping track.
Yeah. And the container and the spout makes so much difference. Like if I'm not happy with a water bottle, like I'll try something else. And for some reason, if it's a different straw or if just the water comes out differently, it's a lot more enjoyable to drink water. The other thing that I like to do is to get a big mason jar that's 3 cups. And I enjoy drinking water out of a mason jar for whatever reason, the way the glass feels, the shape of it, it goes down easy. So sometimes I'll do that. So
if you used to drink moonshine, just admit it.
Well, you know what's funny? I actually drank moonshine with one of my former students at the campground. I was a teacher for 10 years before the campground. And all of a sudden he showed up one day. He was, 23 or whatever, friends with people who were camping at the campground. I'm like, Dwight, what are you doing here? Give him a big hug, went back to work. And I'm like, oh, I'll go visit you guys later. By the time I went up to visit them, they were doing God knows what. He had moonshine from his dad. So of course I had to try it. I was like, this is crazy. I can't wait to tell my co-teachers that I'm moonshine with Dwight. But yeah, that definitely helps. What else? I mean, the calcium thing, I track it. I've stopped tracking. I'm going to just kind of see what happens with my blood work. Because tracking for me, if I have to do it, I will, but I really don't enjoy it. And I was tracking my calcium really only, but it brings back a lot of like diet BS that I used to do and that I have kind of gotten over. And I really don't want to go back there because as soon as I started tracking my calcium again, I was looking at my calories and like weighing myself and looking at my body and like, I'm so over that. I don't want to, and just not enjoying food as much because I love to cook. I love food and
I love pizza.
What's
And
that?
that's not allowed, a low calcium. We are on a low calcium diet, not a no calcium diet, a
Yeah.
low calcium diet. So every once in a while I eat pizza.
See, for me, I had the same problem as the other woman. I'm sorry, I forget her name, but she's just starting too. You're tracking her progress too. She just
Emily.
Emily. I have the same problem as her mostly, which is that I'm not getting enough calcium.
Exactly.
I don't know where the hell people are getting all this calcium in their diet. I guess it comes from fortified foods mostly. And because I don't eat fortified foods. I eat just basic, normal, real food. And there's not a whole lot of calcium. I mean, if I'm eating a lot of vegetables, then that brings the calcium up. Like cauliflower, I was like, wow, that's a lot of calcium. But I'm not right now. I'm in my busy stage of the business, like June, July, and August. It's like I'm just trying to keep my head above water. I'm not planning intricate meals. I'm not like following the Coimbra Protocol diet, and the rest I'm not that worried about. Once September hits and things calm down and my son goes back to school, I'll be a little bit more aware of, prepping and more vegetable intake and, taking better care of myself. Right now, though, I'm just like, I'm not trying to go crazy and expect everything of myself. I'm trying the protocol diet, and that's drinking my water, taking my vitamins, getting my exercise. So I'm not eating all that many vegetables. I mean, like I used to. So I might have to recalibrate once I start to eat all those vegetables and just track for a little bit to get another feel for what's like my normal intake. But I'm hoping that I can just eat normal, healthy diet, not obsess over food, not feel like I have to get 5 cups of leafy greens and sulfur rich vegetables and all of that. I hope that I can just eat a diet.
This is what I tell people. The protocol is a vitamin D and supplement protocol. It's not a diet protocol. We do watch our intake of calcium and we avoid all dairy because of that, but it isn't diet based. That is not what the protocol is about. So I was glad when I came to it, I didn't have to eat 9 cups of vegetables a day. I'm not against the Walls protocol.
Me
If you're
neither.
on it, I'm not against it. I lost 75 pounds on it. I owed Terry Walls a debt of gratitude. I felt great. It's just that my MS kept progressing.
Yeah.
And it didn't work for me. But I think it's an excellent diet.
Me too. And I do think about that nutrient density a lot and just all of those vitamins and minerals and what I could be feeding my body. Like, what is it that I'm putting in my body right now? And what is it offering me? And I love the vegetables. So what I don't want is to take that joy away from eating that way, because that's the way I naturally want to eat when I'm not in this mode of like, just survival almost. I'm working 7 days a week. My son's home. This is just what it is. It's temporary. And, it's fine. It's fun.
Now,
But
what are you doing for weight bearing exercises?
I'm doing the, is it Fitness Blender? I think it's called, that Dr. Pinkleton suggested, just online. They have nice short videos where it's nothing crazy. It's just, upper body one day, lower body the other day. Honestly, probably 3 days a week right now, I'm just doing yoga or walking around the campground, because that's all that I can muster up the mental energy to do. Again, I know it's temporary. I'm not trying to be hard on myself about it. I walk up the mountain. I try, sometimes I'll jog just for like a couple. I'm not a jogger. I'm not into it. My legs, get really tight and sore. But when I listen to certain music, I feel so happy that I will sprint for a little bit, I try to dance. I just try to be active. And again, like once my schedule is sort of more normal, when my son goes back to school, I'm thinking about joining CrossFit, even though I'm worried that it might be too intense. I know that sometimes that high intensity interval training isn't the best for people with autoimmune disease because it can actually ramp up inflammation too much. But I've talked to the coach of this gym and the timing is just right. And the address is just right. It's like, it's so close to my house. It's just at the right time. So I might do that 2 days a week just to get that really good full body functional exercise. And then I'll probably just hike and do yoga. And maybe I'll get a weight vest and walk with a weight vest. I don't know. I'm going to try all different stuff. try to keep some variety. I love Zumba, so yeah, I just want it to be fun and not a drag, because I know this is like a long haul thing. And for me to do something for a long time, it needs to be not like a, you have to do this or else kind of thing. It's got to be something I enjoy.
For Americans, it's a long haul. For the rest of the world, like the Chinese, it wouldn't be anything. The Chinese often think about the next generation, doing things for this generation, for the next generation. Americans, we're not like that. We stand in front of a microwave oven and say, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Mhm.
We are the
Instant gratification.
Society. And
Definitely.
so this takes a year, 2 years. It took me 2.5 years. Now looking back, time goes by fast, and it was a piece of cake,
Yeah.
But
I
when I
mean,
was going through it, I didn't really like the wait.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes. That's the bottom line. And so I'm happy to do
It works, people. That's all I got to say is that it works. I wanted to scream when I started getting better, because I was so advanced that I thought, when you get advanced, you think there's no hope, because you've tried everything. You've tried the diet, you went to the doctor, you've took the medicine, and she was talking about something a while ago there that made me think about when I had active MS. You're just waiting for the next foot to fall. The next day, a new symptom. I think she was talking about your leg or something. When you have active MS, you're waiting for the next symptom.
It's scary.
It's coming. It's coming. Anyway, Ellen, I'm about ready to wrap this up. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm good.
All
Yeah,
right.
get something to eat.
All right, people. Ellen's around.
Yeah, I'm around.
If you want to talk to her, send her an email. Don't send it to me.
I'm on the Facebook page.
Yeah, she's on the Facebook page, and I know she's more than willing to answer any questions. Anybody, if you're contemplating this, research, and then do it. It sounds too good to be true. When I heard about it, I thought, that's good. I like how that sounds. I like the amount of people that are getting better, but I didn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. My doctor told me there's no cure for MS. And that's a true statement. We do not have a cure, but we have something that stops your disease. And we look forward to seeing Ellen get better. And she's just going to get happy. I'm telling you, people, she's just going to get happier and happier, because your body just tells you that your disease is over. You don't have to worry about it. I don't wake up in the morning thinking about MS. I think about people I can tell about the Coimbra Protocol and how you can get better.
I wanted to say one more thing, actually, that you just reminded me of, because when I'm taking my vitamin D, I think, man, if I was taking like some kind of, heavy duty medication right now, it would feel horrible to put this pill in my mouth. But putting that vitamin D in my mouth, it feels so good, because I know it's good for me. And right now my son is sick. I have a kid in kindergarten going into first grade, sick all the time. I'm not sick right now. I feel like I'm protecting my immune system, and my feet, I had some eczema or psoriasis or something.
Yes, I had psoriasis too.
And that is going away. Yes. It's going away. So,
I had terrible psoriasis on my forehead, my scalp, and used to have a huge flakes of skin. It went away.
Yeah, which is awesome. So, yeah, I'll be updating everyone.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to you every couple months, or whenever you feel like you want to do an interview. I want to see how you're progressing along here, and save my place at the campground. I'll be over there next summer.
I will. For sure.
Right.
All right.
So good talking to you. Thank you.